What role does art play in a society? In today's world, the arts seem to exist in this strange limbo of being simultaneously held in the highest and lowest esteems. On the one hand, creative endeavors are often considered frivolous, pretentious, little more than pipe dreams. The image of the starving artist, one who has turned their back on success or helping society in favor of chasing some childish artistic dream, is widely known and joked about. Yet, on the other hand, the arts have been some of the greatest uniters of our society, now more than ever. Films, TV shows, music, video games, and other forms of art in recent times have woven together to form this great web of colliding ideas that we call pop culture, which has been one of the biggest influential forces in our modern society. This complex question is one reason why I wanted to talk today about a wonderful little short film called Bartholomew's Song. This is a film that takes place in a society that exists without the presence of anything that is deemed to be non-essential, and shows what can happen with the simple introduction of a single piece of art. In this world, human beings are reduced to mindless drones with a simple task. In many ways, they have become the equivalent to the very objects they manufacture. The film does a great job of showing this by making comparisons between our main character, Bart467, and the weird foam cube door-stopper things that he's forced to assemble day after day. Like the cube, Barth has one menial task that his value is based upon, and like the cube, if this purpose cannot be fulfilled, he is deemed defective. This idea is further reinforced by the repetition of certain shots and camera angles when the defective cubes and Barth467 are being removed, showing that within the system of this world, the two are really one and the same. And after being shown what happens to the defective cubes within this world, it really doesn't leave much to the imagination regarding what's going to happen to Barth467 after he is dragged away for the murder of another member of his society in an attempt to upturn the system. Barth knew what happened to the defective pieces of the process, and yet he opted to act out anyway, so what could have caused this change in behavior? Well, this brings us back to the subject of art. See, the start of Bart467's actions in the film is his discovery of a recording device with a single track of music on it. This is the titular Bartholomew's Song, and it's the building point from which Bart's mini-rebellion spawns. It seemed like an odd reason for one to want to change their entire way of life. After all, it's only a piece of music, right? But this is all part of the case I believe that this film makes for the connection between art and social change. Just look at all the art movements throughout recent history: modernism, postmodernism, postmodernism. Everything that happens in art is a reaction to what came before it. The arts are always on the forefront of social change because they've long been the way that average people can voice their opinions and the need for change. Look at Barth467. Once he feels that he has mastered singing the song that he has come to love so much, his whole desire becomes to share that song with the other Barths in his team, to show them the beautiful new idea he's discovered. This urge is so strong that it ends up getting him killed, because that's what art is about. It's about sharing something powerful that can incite change on both a personal and societal level, by showing other people how you think the world is and how you think it should be. So what does any of this mean for our world? Well, in a sense, you could say that all of the most popular art forms of the modern day are a lot like the speaker from which the Barths receive their instructions. In this world where the biggest films and TV shows and songs are all controlled by giant companies and corporations who are trying to appeal to as broad an audience as possible, the personal touch of art is often lost. Everything begins to seem bland, repetitive. Like going to see the latest Marvel movie is something we're all expected to do as soon as it comes out, like connecting component A to component B using component C. But when a speaker or any other medium is used in a way that's daring and unique, like with Bartholomew's Song, we are reminded of the power that art can have in changing our world, hopefully for the better.